Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, um, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, welcome to your Psychic Astro reading. This reading is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Libras. Welcome. So what you're looking at right now is the energy you're going to be going into December with. And as we move along, I will be adding where the planets will be going. So what I mean by this is when you're going into December, Venus will be in Libra. But then Venus will move into Scorpio, and then I will write out Venus. I just feel like this works best. Maybe that doesn't work best for some of you, but for me, I don't know. I feel like it gets confusing seeing Venus being in Libra, and then in Scorpio, and then in Sagittarius, like seeing it in front of you 3 times or twice. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I learned, but I want to just put it as like where it belongs as we move along. So I hope that makes sense. So what you're looking at right now is the energy you guys can expect while you guys are entering December. So December 1st, Venus will be in Libra. The Sun and Mars and Ceres will be in Sagittarius. Technically, the new moon in Sagittarius won't be happening until December 2nd. And also just a disclaimer, whatever dates I give you guys, please make sure to look up yourselves. I'm going off of what I found on Google, but I sometimes there's different dates on different websites. So just please make sure to look that up yourselves. However, getting back to this new moon happening in Sagittarius on December 2nd, I'm a firm believer that you guys will be feeling this energy definitely on December 1st. That's why I left it here as an energy you guys will be feeling on December 1st. So again, everything you're seeing here are the energies you will be feeling entering December. So Mercury will be in Capricorn, Pluto will be in Capricorn. Neptune and Saturn will be in Pisces. Now, the reason I wrote direct, technically it will be in retrograde December 1st, and it goes direct on December 6th. Again, this is just me personally from channeled messages and from what I pick up on as a psychic. You guys will be feeling the energy of this going direct by December 1st. Okay? So this is why I left it here as an energy you guys will be feeling. So just to give you another example before I get into it, what you guys can expect in December, Chiron is in retrograde. But on December, 26th, it goes direct. You guys will not be feeling it going direct on December 1st. I don't believe that at all. I do not feel that. You guys will be feeling it as we get closer to December 26th. I hope that makes sense. Okay, moving on. So the themes you guys can expect throughout the month of December. So I call this the trusting in others and yourself. So the themes you guys can expect. Something new to believe in happens in the beginning of the month, and it includes possibly romance and career. Building something from the ground up. Stepping away from unsure energy. Stepping away from yourself and hanging out with friends and family, and or maybe even moving somewhere new. I'm getting a newness energy, something fresh, because we have things going on love-wise, career-wise, being socially involved with family and friends, but more so friends, and the possibility of moving. There's definitely a mental strategy taking place for more than one thing this month, if not a physical action taking place. Things get more clear by the end of the month, and there's an energy of revisiting old thoughts and moving them and making them more practical, concrete, or at least trying to. So those are the themes you guys can expect in the month of December. Okay. So let's get to channeled energies and what you guys can expect with these transits that'll be going on. All right. So December 1st, Mercury enters Capricorn. So what I channeled was something from the ground up. I was seeing soil and dirt, and it felt like there were stairs literally coming from the soil and the dirt from the ground up. The building of faith, something new, a little unsure energy, opposition because it's new and possibly something not manifested yet. Maybe an idea that's beginning to manifest. It goes against something stable because it's the unknown. So the transit that happens the following day, December 2nd, is Mercury in Capricorn, sextiling Saturn in Pisces. And then on December 3rd, we have Venus in Libra squaring Pluto in Capricorn. So what I get from this is what matters to you guys. I feel like trying to make something a reality, but how? And the reason I'm saying this is because we have Venus in Libra and it's in your guys' first house. And then we have the sixth house, which talks about your daily routine, things that need to be important to you in order for you guys to be healthy for yourselves. In order for you to be good to others, you need to be good to yourselves first. So there's something here about being able to make something concrete, and it starts from your thoughts. Like there's something rational happening within your thought process. And maybe this is something, I don't know, maybe this is something within your chart. It depends what you guys have going on with your Mercury placement in general, that doesn't normally happen. Or it could be because of the transits you guys just have been experiencing the last few months or few years. But what I'm getting with the transits I just spoke about is with Mercury being in Capricorn, this wants to be grounded. This only wants like a reality check, like what is practical. It doesn't want to deal with things that are not practical, okay? And then it loves that it's talking to Saturn, right? A sextile requires work, but it's easy work. So Mercury sextiling Saturn and Pisces, this is an easy time. I know that they say Saturn and Pisces, like, at least this is what I've heard astrologers say, this is like not an easy placement for Saturn to be. I think it is, because Saturn just like freezes the water, and it just like makes anything that isn't practical by throwing a reality check your way. And it's like, if there is anything that needs to become, I hate to keep repeating it, but practical, it can make it that way, even if it wasn't. So something that is like your wildest dream, it can turn that into a reality. So that's why I like Saturn and Pisces personally. So something is going on here, and it connects with Pluto and Venus, because Venus is squaring Pluto, right? And Pluto's in the same house as Mercury in your 4th house. So there's something here about doing something that's best for you. And it may make you guys uncomfortable because you may have to work towards it. It may require work. It may require time, is what I'm picking up on. And because it's the unknown. Also, what I was seeing was clouds, fog, which definitely talks about that Pisces energy. And I was seeing like this balcony. It's like you guys were on this balcony, and then there was a balcony above you guys. So there's this energy that's being talked about here about getting to the next step, like how to get to where you guys want to go. And there's this thought process and actions required. So on December 4th, Venus enters Libra. So, oh, Venus enters Scorpio. Why did I say that? Sorry, guys. So Venus leaves Libra and it goes into Scorpio, which is your 2nd house. I personally love this energy. I would think my rising or sun, moon Libras would like this energy too. Again, it depends what's going on in your chart. The reason I'm saying this is because with sun, moon Libras, there's something about connecting with the other. There's something about the 7th house being spoken about, right? So there's something about loving being with other people, or just loving being in relationships. And Venus and Scorpio energy talks about like deep love, like well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't say that. It depends which house it's in, what degree it's in. But general energy, Venus and Scorpio talks about a deepness. I think of deep love, wanting to understand somebody on a psychological level, and like there's no BS, and just being able to trust the other. And I feel like this is something rising Libras value, because Scorpio can talk about psychological things, right? So yeah, there's something to that. So I feel like this is an energy you guys will be enjoying. And there's something already unfolding here, because you guys had Pallas Athena in this house already. So it's almost as if like Venus entering here is just going to be like helping this energy, because Pallas Athena talks about a strategy, and it's like your guys's mind has been, if not about like partners or other people, it's just been deeply like psychoanalytical or something like that. Or, you know, maybe it's been about your money, your resources, or about the things you truly value, which again, I would bring that back to like psychology. You know, you've just been deeply in your own mind. So now with Venus being here, this could talk about what are the things you deeply love and value. So the energy I channeled here was being physical with someone from the past, not necessarily sex, but being physical, maybe caressing their arms, etc., wanting to be submerged in them. Yes, that's the perfect word, submerged, for Venus in Scorpio. So maybe you do want to sleep with this person, but what do you guys value? Is it deepness? Maybe it's deep conversations. Something about feeling deeply is what I was picking up on. Wisdom about another is what I was also getting. So again, I feel like this connects with the Pallas Athena energy. I was not picking up on money because I know the second house can talk about our wallet. But again, you guys apply this how you see fit. December 5th, the following day, Venus trines Saturn in Pisces. So we have Venus in the second house, and then we have Saturn in the sixth house. Let's see. December 6th, this is when Neptune turns direct. But like I already said, I truly believe you guys will already be feeling this energy going into December. So as of December 1st, I'm going to stand by what I said, but if you don't resonate with that, that's fine. December 6th is when Neptune officially goes direct. The energy I was feeling on December 6th for you guys, being torn between two things and ultimately letting go, having faith in the unknown and being able to see in the dark. So what I feel like this is talking about is talking about letting illusions go, letting your fears go, because this is what Neptune can talk about, right? Either delusions, illusions, or intuition, like things that are actually happening, but maybe you can't see. And it's almost as if like you're torn between the two, but you're gonna let go of the illusions, which I believe is your guys' fear, because you're having faith in the unknown. And I believe this is related to the following transit, December 7th, which is Mercury in Capricorn trining Jupiter in Taurus. So I like this. I like this a lot because oh wait, I was supposed to write this. I'm sorry. Jupiter. Oh wait, now I'm tripping myself up. Hold on one second. Let me look at my thing. Yes, retrograde. Because that goes direct on December 29th. Yeah, so you guys won't be feeling that until later on. Okay, so sorry, let me repeat that. So Mercury in Capricorn will trine Jupiter in Taurus in retrograde. So this is definitely related to being able to decipher between what's real and what's not, despite not being able to see something. It's like you can just feel it in your heart. And this is because it's a blessing from spirit. Trines are blessings. This is easy flowing energy. It's almost as if it's like when we don't realize something's a blessing in our life because it comes so easy, or it's like we had it all along, or it's almost as if like for the people who, this is a bad example, but people who are born into money, they don't realize that sometimes, not everyone at least, because those that could be a trine, right? They've always had it, so how could they know life, any other type of life? So there's something here about your mind and Jupiter in the 8th house. Jupiter in the 8th house is being able to connect to that other realm. It is getting messages from spirit. And when it's in retrograde, I know retrogrades get a bad rap, but this is actually even a better time, at least in my opinion, because it slows it down. So it's almost even like a slower conversation, or like really getting in touch with those messages, or this is my opinion of it. I would think logically the opposite, but that's just not the case here. So it's like you're able to distinguish what's real and what's not, because Mercury is in Capricorn. It does not like, you know, illusions. It does not like Neptune energy. It will tell you what's up. And it's connecting with Jupiter, and Jupiter is wisdom. It is spiritual wisdom, and it's in the 8th house, the things that cannot be seen. And again, there's a good chance this could be talking about your home life and moving, right? Because this is happening in your guys' 4th house. and there's a conversation being had with yourself about your daily routine, your everyday life, what works best for you guys. There's like an internal conversation happening with you guys. And what do you guys value? What works best for you guys? That's what I'm picking up on. Okay, so, oh, and then also regarding this whole thing with Neptune turning direct and then being torn between two things and ultimately letting go, the 6th house connects to the 12th house, right? And whatever's in the 12th house, there's this energy of needing to let it go. You guys have Juno and Lilith in Virgo here. So there's this energy of definitely either thinking of somebody else or wanting to be in some type of partnership, or this could be, you know, another way of looking at it is a better version of yourself. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it's in Virgo. Virgo, I think of the self, or I think of, I do think of sexual energy. I just do. So there's some type of energy of letting something go and becoming more practical with your dreams, making your dreams a reality. Excuse me. But it's not just like 10 of Cups and tarot. It's more just like your dreams that consist of making your everyday situation or reality better. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so then let's see. We then have 2 other transits going on. We have a full moon. Wait, did I write that right? Hold on one second. I don't want to give you guys wrong information here. No, that's later on. Okay, December 9th, Venus in Scorpio opposition Jupiter in Taurus retrograde. And then December 11th, we have Mercury in Capricorn, and it's sextiling Venus in Scorpio. Okay, so I'm going to go to this first because this is easy, and I like this. December 11th, Mercury in Capricorn, sextiling Venus in Scorpio. There's something here about something you guys value and love, whether it is, you know, whether it's actually how do you get to your resources, how do you gain money, or how do you be practical about what you value. There's something here about being practical, but at the same time, being, I almost want to say like the complete and total opposite of practical. And the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like with Scorpio energy, it can be so real, but also so emotional to the point that it's not real. It feels like it's real, but it's not, because you've let your emotions get the best of you, control you, to the point that it's not real. I hope that makes sense. And I almost feel like what I just said right now contributes to Venus in Scorpio opposition Jupiter in the 8th house. What's real and what's not. Venus opposition Jupiter. So the 2nd house and the 8th house talks about your wallet, other people's wallets. Well, no, that's not accurate. It is, but it's not. What you value, okay, your money. But then we have also, let's say you are married. This would be this person's money and how, you know, or resources you can get from inheritance, or, you know, the person you're married to, something of that nature. But another way of looking at it is spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, getting wisdom. I hate to say it like this, but like the dead, it's the 8th house, the things you cannot see. So, and when I think about Venus, another way of looking at this is unconditional love. So what really matters to you guys, again, and are you guys connecting to that. Because Taurus and Scorpio energy is fixed. It's stubborn energy, generally speaking. There's something here that you guys can, quote unquote, confront about yourself and figure out, but it may be a bit difficult, is what I'm picking up on. And this is definitely related to where you guys have the opportunity with Neptune going direct on December 6th, being torn between two things and ultimately letting go, having faith in the unknown, being able to see in the dark. Mercury and Capricorn will help you guys see what ultimately you truly value. What do you guys value? You guys are going to be able to get this blessing through your mind, but by being practical. And it may go against what it is you believe you value. There's something that requires an open mind here around this time frame. And it may make you angry because Lilith is in the 12th house here. December 12th, new moon in... oh, no. I thought this was... Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. Did I misunderstand my own handwriting? I did. I'm so sorry. So the new moon in Sagittarius comes in on December 12th. Okay, guys, not the end of the world, but I apologize. So you guys will not be feeling the new moon energy when you come in on December. Sorry. You'll be feeling it definitely a few days before December 12th, but not December 1st. So December 12th, the new moon enters Sagittarius. So what will you guys be feeling here? I channeled learning about another you feel passionately about and having high hopes for this. Okay, so I feel like this makes sense because we already have a stellium going on here in Sagittarius energy. So this, what I'm picking up on, because I feel like I keep picking up on another person for you guys, this may, and I already said, I feel like it's somebody from your guys' past. This may be somebody from your local community, right? Because this is the 3rd house I'm picking up on. So we have the sun here. We have Mars, Ceres. So this may be something that is healing. Something that, somebody that takes on Sagittarius energy. December 12th, Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn. So again, Mercury is in your 4th house in Capricorn. That's kind of funny. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at how the universe works sometimes. Listen, so December 12th, new moon in Sagittarius in your 3rd house. You guys will be learning about another you feel passionately about and having high hopes for this. Then later that day, Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn. It's like, think about this some more. You know, it's like, I think it's funny because it's like, here we are, especially when the moon's in Sagittarius in general, this is a fun energy. This is like, let's go out, let's have some fun. But Mercury in retrograde requires like, think some more. And it's in Capricorn, which is like, wah, wah, wah. I just think that's funny. Okay, so I'm laughing because I wrote, I like this, comma, and then I didn't write anything else. I almost wonder like what happened. Anyway, so let's see. So before I go on with the transits, I wanted to channel the sun in Sagittarius, Mars in Sagittarius, Ceres, like what you guys will be feeling in general, because these energies will have already been here. So with the sun being in Sagittarius, I channel that you guys will feel that you're being pulled in many directions, but you're happy. I was getting like the wanderer, you know. I felt like, I literally felt, I don't know if you guys used to watch this at all. What was it? it wasn't Superman, but I used to watch, oh, Smallville. Okay. So it was based off of Superman, but there was this town. It was basically, oh, wow, I really don't know my stuff. Anyway, there was this street and it was in the cornfields, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, there was a street I was seeing and it looked like a cross, and it felt like it was lit up, and I felt like this cross was like being pulled in so many different directions, but it felt so good. So I feel like you guys will just be really busy with your local community, like just like going out, doing things, feeling like the sun, you know, in tarot, like maybe like a kid. With Ceres being in Sagittarius, I was picking up on being connected with your higher self here. And also, almost as if like your spirit, it's either your spirit guides or your friends, local community will be acting like a mother to you guys. I was getting like this Five of Pentacles energy, like trying to nurture you guys. And I know when you think of Five of Pentacles, that's not what you're thinking of, but it's like I was getting the imagery of a mother and a child. And I really felt like it was like this mother energy just trying to nurture you guys. And when I think of the sun, I think of the child. And also, now that I think of it, Mars is looked at as the child too. So there's definitely something to that in the month of December for you guys. Oh, okay. And I also channeled, I'm sorry guys, just follow me here. I also channeled Pallas Athena in Scorpio, because again, you guys will be feeling this energy going in December. I was getting, how can you guys open your heart to another? There was something about opening your heart. And I feel like this can be hard when this isn't Scorpio energy, because again, I feel like with Scorpio placements, this talks about like literally wanting your heart to be open, but can your heart be open? Can it? You know, it's like you want it to be, but there's difficulty with this, and it all stems from trust, based off of usually past pain, past like sorrows. Ooh, I feel like that's like a perfect word for Scorpio energy. Okay, so then we have Pluto. Pluto will have been in Capricorn in your 4th house. So this is funny, and I'm going to say this as a rising Libra. Yes, I was channeling, this is a little bit odd, an astronaut, but the energy I was getting was protection, like feeling the need to protect yourselves. So, yeah, maybe this is because the holidays will be, you know, happening in December. Maybe something will have happened in November because the holidays are happening around then as well. All right, so let's move on. I did want to make sure I said that. Okay. So then, let's see, December 13th. Sorry, hold on one second. Make sure I did all that. I'm sorry, I believe it's December 13th, Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn. It's either the same day we have a new moon in Sagittarius, or it's the day after. Honestly, it's funny either way. The universe is funny how it works like that. Like, enjoy 24 hours in these good energies. But think about it the day after. So anyway, Mercury goes retrograde. The energy I was picking up on, it's funny. I was getting Aries energy. I was getting fighting. I was picking up on Mars. Fighting verbally, but also being nurtured. So I feel like this connects somehow with your guys' 3rd house due to Ceres, and also Mars being here. And I feel like I feel like it also connects to the 7th house because we have Aries here and Chiron still in retrograde. Chiron talks about your wounds and needing to heal, but having difficulty doing so because it's in retrograde. It's almost as if they're being shown to you time and time again while it's in retrograde. But it's for a reason, so you can try to heal. It's like wanting to heal because it's being forcefully shown, you know, forced down your throat in a sense, because it just keeps like either happening over and over. You just keep seeing your own wounds in front of you, or just like repeat offenses keep happening. So there's something to that. December 20th, we then have Vesta retrograde goes into Gemini. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys can see that properly. Okay. So for Vesta, I think of this as, I mean, not think of this, this is the flame, the internal flame. What are you guys passionate about? You know, that's that asteroid. And so it'll be in Gemini, and it'll be in your 9th house. So this is interesting. So what I was picking up on was, I feel like somehow it correlates with Mercury going retrograde in your 4th house, which is interesting. So I was seeing, it's interesting. I was seeing a helicopter, and I was seeing the Taurus symbol. And then there was this energy about learning about something. So I feel like since it's the 9th house talks about learning, higher knowledge, higher wisdoms. This could be like the higher educational system, like college. Also talks about philosophy here. It talks about spiritual wisdom. So I feel like that's obviously the learning aspect that I was channeling. So there's something here about wanting, feeling maybe passionately about learning. And also the 9th house talks about traveling. So I feel like this is what the helicopter was. But the fact that we're getting the Taurus symbol, I was definitely channeling the Taurus symbol. And when I look at what's going on in the Taurus house, I see Uranus and Jupiter. And Jupiter belongs to the 9th house. I think Uranus, when I think of Uranus, I think of intuition. I also think of intuition, downloads from spirit, but something happening suddenly. So I think you guys, something may happen in the month of December, and it correlates with the 3rd house that may make you want to all of a sudden leave, disappear. Again, this is, I said, I feel like it correlates with the Mercury retrograde, traveling, moving. You guys may just want to move suddenly out of nowhere. Or maybe this looks like you guys just want to escape, just get out. Like you just need to get out or clear your head because it's in Gemini, right? Gemini has a lot of thoughts, scattered thoughts. You may be learning about other places to move to, because when I think of Taurus, Taurus is also land. I think of, you know, green, a lot of grass. I don't know. Like I'm not thinking of a water town, something like that. So before December 20th, okay, sorry. So December 16th, the sun in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces, okay? And December 18th, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn is trining Jupiter in Taurus. I like that. And then on December 20th, the same day that Vesta retrograde goes into Gemini, Venus in Scorpio is in opposition to Uranus in Taurus in retrograde. So, oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry. I apologize. It's my first video doing this. All right, so yeah, I think something suddenly does happen around this time frame that gets you guys thinking about your living space, your living quarters, something like that. Because the sun is in your 3rd house. This talks about your local community, and it's squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 6th house. So a square in astrology, I think about karmic lessons. I think about Saturn energy, which talks about time, but also constraints, putting in the work, feeling blocked in some type of way. So I feel like with the sun squaring Neptune, there's something about not being able to either see something clearly or not being able to maybe manifest like you want. But at the same time, with the Mercury trining Jupiter a few days later, it's like you're able to see how to manifest something you guys want. But it does require some type of uncomfortable energy because Venus is in opposition to Uranus. So it requires a sacrifice is what I'm getting. That's what the sun squaring Neptune. Neptune in Pisces, this talks about a sacrificial energy. December 21st, sun goes into Capricorn. So now we have the sun in your guys' 4th house. I was channeling instability, unsure, back and forth energy, but not much. Not much on like the instability. It was more like just a little instability. A little unsure in which direction to go in. But it was in regards to speaking on what to say. So on that same day, we have 2 transits, Mercury in Capricorn in retrograde, sextiling Saturn in Pisces. And then we have the sun in Capricorn conjunct Mercury in Capricorn, but in retrograde. So the sun is going to be sitting right next to Mercury retrograde. So I like that because there's something about your mind, your thoughts being illuminated, like you can see clearly. The fact that it's in retrograde, I just feel like you guys are revisiting something and being able to see it clearly. But based off of what I channeled, it may make you feel a little uncomfortable. It may make you feel a little uncomfortable because with that Mercury in Capricorn in retrograde sextiling Saturn, there's something about doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable is what I'm picking up on. December 23rd, we have Mercury retrograde, and it goes into Sagittarius. So it's going backwards. And it goes into the 3rd house, which talks about your local community, neighbors, family, school, learning, small distance traveling. So let's see, what did I pick up on this? All right, so giving it all to your faith, really believing in the universe or whatever your belief system is, just having a lot of faith that it'll all work out no matter what. The following day, December 24th, the sun in Capricorn sextiles Saturn in Pisces. Okay. So with that, that is a good energy. That talks about action. That talks about willpower. That talks about being able to see what it is you're supposed to do. Again, I like Capricorn and Pisces energy. This is literally, think about earth. You see earth and water combined together. I don't know. I personally like this. And with the sun being here, something's being shown to you guys. But again, think about these house placements. The sun is in the 4th house, home. What is being shown to you? So when I think about this, Capricorn energy, this is just how I look at astrology, and it just seems to help me personally. Where's Saturn? Because Saturn rules Capricorn. It's in the 6th house. So this talks about your daily routine. And it's in Pisces, and Neptune's already here. And then the sun, what rules the sun? A Leo, and it's in the 11th house. This talks about others, social networking, or possibly making money off of other people, like how you make money. Also your dreams, like those dreams you would just love to make a reality. But again, there's something here about the home. We have too much going on, I feel like, in the 3rd and the 9th house for it not to be related to home. I would be surprised if there isn't some type of at least thought, if not an action. But regardless, with this Mercury retrograde, I think it's more of a thought process. Like, really think this through. What is it you want? Especially with this Jupiter and Uranus here being in the 8th house. This is your internal world. And now we have Venus entering Scorpio. It's like Spirit's asking you, what do you really want? It's like the scene from The Notebook. What do you want? All right. December 26th, we have a full moon in Cancer. Okay. This is too funny. What did I just say? The sun, Leo is the ruler of the sun, right? It's in your 11th house. This is how you guys make money off of other people, right? Now the full moon enters your 10th house. What do you guys have on that same axis going on? You guys have Pluto and the sun. I mean, those are big energies. So something's being illuminated here. Oh, wait, let's look at my channel. I'm sorry. Let's look at what I channeled. Okay, full moon in Cancer, December 26th. Doors being broken down and the sun comes in with a path. Something gets shown to you. I'm seeing this really romantic scene. Oh, yeah, the scene. Okay, do you guys remember those books from the 80s or 90s? I don't know. My mom used to have these. I Googled it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Avon books. I think that's how you pronounce it. But basically, they remind me of like the romance oracle cards. You know, like when you get those romance oracle cards and it says, you may have known this person from a past life, you know, or this person's your soulmate. Like that, the art on there, like that's the cover. Anyway, that's the imagery I was getting with full moon in Cancer, which, so that's funny. And this is why I was saying the energies this month for my sun, moon, rising Libras. It's kind of like it's either career related, moving, homes related, or love related, because I would just logically think with the 4th and 10th house axis, this is talking about your career and your home. Something is being shown to you in your home life, you know, like with the sun and Pluto, I'm thinking a leader, I'm thinking being a boss, I'm thinking maybe thinking obsessively, you know, how can I get to this? Something like that. How can I make money? You know, something to this effect. But yet I'm channeling something that maybe what you guys actually learn is that maybe this doesn't matter so much to you guys. And that may kind of be like a Ace of Swords moment during the month of December. Does money matter as much to you guys as maybe you thought it did? Okay. December 26th, Chiron goes direct. Thank God. Oh my God. All right. So how did I channel this? I saw flames under your butt. So when I think of this, I think of getting your butt going. So maybe Chiron being in retrograde got you guys depressed to the point where, like about yourselves, that it got you not acting. Maybe it was just all in your head, thoughts about what it is, you know, you want, you know, with all of these topics we're talking about. But maybe lacking in confidence, right? But now there's some type of confidence booster or something like that. You are seeing that you can feel for someone again. There's a healing energy going on. Oh, I like that. Okay, and I feel like this makes sense because the North Node is in the 7th house, right? So there is some type of energy karmically with these North Node and South Node transits about leaning in towards other people. And that's what I channeled in the beginning of this reading is, or the themes was kind of just like not being in our own energy. And what I meant by that is not being loners or not being all about ourselves during this time. And that's if that resonates with you guys, right? So December 26th, again. So Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces. All right. And then December 27th, Sun in Capricorn is trining Jupiter in Taurus in retrograde. So it's kind of funny because I feel like these are very similar energies, but yet the opposite. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces, there's like a blockage to your guys' thoughts on this day. And, or like not allowing to go big, go home type of energy, not allowing you to dream big. Not allowing you to dream. But yet, the following day, it's like you guys are then able to see very clearly what it is you guys, you know, want to dream of or what it is you guys want. There's like this in and out energy, to, I guess, to figure out what it is you guys value. Then on December 29th, Venus goes into Sagittarius. Look at that stellium. Ooh, I should have crossed that out. I'm sorry. We're done with the new moon. Sorry, I hope that didn't confuse anyone. So what did I channel for this? This I got intuitive, sexy, confident, moody, hot, then cold. I feel like that's for any fire Venus sign. But this is what I'm getting. I'm getting this basically, Venus going into Sagittarius gives you guys confidence, and being a little moody, which is funny because I just said this in and out energy. Okay, a day later, December 30th, Jupiter goes direct. So it's almost as if there's been enough in and out energy to get you guys on track. At least this is what the universe believes. The universe is like, you know what? You've had enough. Just go. You've done it. We've done enough with you. We trust you. Go. All right. Jupiter goes direct in Taurus. All right. So what I channeled was December 30th. You see where things are going in your life. There's a karmic contract, a soul contract to sign with another. All right. Let's see what else. Anything else? Anything else? Wait, there's two other transits I missed. I just want to talk about December 28th, Mars in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces. Again, that relates back to feeling like you can't act on your dreams, you know, or you can't make a move. There's something about that. But then it's like, also that same day, December 28th, Venus in Scorpio, when it was there, sorry about that, sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. There's something about coming into your power, coming into your confidence. And then it's like the day later, that's when Venus goes into Sagittarius. Okay, I just had to mention that part. What other energies did I want to just briefly go over? When I channeled Mars in Sagittarius, like how will we be feeling this energy in the month of December? Because this will be there. This was coming through as 8 of Wands, which is like Mercury in Sagittarius. I was seeing that you guys will be getting messages from Spirit. So you guys will definitely be connected with your spirit guides is what I was getting. So Lilith in Virgo in the 12th house. I was channeling, I'm just gonna be honest, I was channeling sex, maybe be more realistic, maybe being more realistic about it. So yeah, this definitely goes back to this Neptune Saturn energy in the 6th house, and this being on the same axis. You guys leaving this behind. And then Juno being in the 12th house in Virgo, excessively thinking about another. Again, this goes back to leaving this behind and leaning more towards what works better for you guys with the 6th house, with Neptune and Saturn being there. With Uranus in retrograde in the 8th house in Taurus, I was getting this watching energy, reflecting and seeing things. It was almost like an Ace of Cups, I felt like, or 4 cups, like getting a cup from the universe and holding on to it, like trying to get your outer world to match your inner world, or even vice versa, like trying to figure out what really resonates with your soul is what I was getting, and then trying to get things to line up with that or match with that. That's what I feel like is going on. The North Node being in Aries in your 7th house, I saw this white dragon, childlike, and then it gets sick. So there's something here about feeling extremely uncomfortable. And I think it makes sense based off of this. There's like this hot, cold energy, in and out energy. It's like 1 minute the transits are nice, and then, not that there's bad transits this month, at least I don't think so. Not compared to November, what I was getting. But like, it's just like all of us, it's just, I just still think it's funny with the new moon in Sagittarius, and then all of a sudden Mercury retrograde. Like, it's kind of a joke, I think. But I get it. Obviously, like, if you trust in a higher power, it's for a reason. It's for a higher good, right? There's something to think about. So maybe that means there's doubts about this, or there needs to be some thinking about this, or maybe there needs to be thoughts about your thoughts about this. You know, there's something to be said about it. Or maybe there's to be said about why are you thinking so much about it, or not thinking about it at all. South Node in Libra, unsure how to be with another, but ready. Okay, I think that's it. And then the overall energy this month, what I channeled, because I know I went over the themes, the energy felt when I channeled it was Mars in Pisces, like foggy, like a lot of fog, Neptune energy, but yet at the same time seeing oneself clearly. And I was getting the Magician in Tarot, like being able to make things a reality. So if that's not, you know, creating an action, maybe it is the steps to make something a reality, and that therefore is still a magician, right? So yeah, I just want to make sure I went over everything. Mercury retrograde, sorry, just ignore me. Sun, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Chiron, North Node, Jupiter, Uranus, Vesta. Okay, and the last thing I want to go over is messages from Spirit, like in regards to guidance, because my belief is transits, all transits aren't easy. And so yeah, let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, so channeling some messages from Spirit, like guidance or things that could help you guys during the month of December. So regarding communicating, before you guys speak, think about where it's really coming from. So you guys may feel like you want to say something specifically. So the fact that Mercury retrograde, the fact that Mercury, the way you guys speak and communicate, will be in Capricorn, okay? Being realistic, being straightforward, because it's not just grounded energy, it can also be cold energy. And the fact that Mercury, it's in retrograde, and then it goes into Sagittarius energy. There's an energy with Capricorn and Sagittarius energy where I feel like you guys may want to tell it like it is. But there's a message coming through about not necessarily like don't speak your truth, but it's more like commit to keeping it in verbally, because there's something about the things you guys want to say that may not actually be rational. It may not be because the place that it's stemming from doesn't make much sense. And I feel like when I think about Capricorn and Sagittarius energy, these energies like to hear things that make sense. And when it doesn't, I feel like that's when it like calls you out, so to speak. So, and I feel like Spirit is communicating this type of message right now about that really think about it, because we have Jupiter and Uranus here in your guys' 8th house. Whatever it is you guys want to say to other people, you may think you're giving good advice, maybe, or telling it like it is, but are you really? Or is it really just coming from another place? Like, really think deeply is what I'm getting about this. And you guys are able to do this because of Pallas Athena being in Scorpio. You guys have a lot of 8th house placements going on with this 8th and 2nd house access. So you guys are able to really like dive into your own mind here. All right. And then there's also something about, listen, I'm telling you, when they tell me things, like I don't always listen myself, but I notice that when I do, it does help, even if these activities don't resonate with me. Painting may help during the month of December, as well as playing childlike games such as ping pong. I mean, I don't think that's really a child game, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. So these things may take the edge off at times if you guys feel that way, or maybe anxious, something like that is what I'm picking up on. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So I hope this, helps in some type of way. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. All right, bye guys.